Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to In the Mind of Hindiactionhero. Uh, Feels like it's been ages since I last recorded anything. I think it kind of has been. Today is October 10th, still 2020. We're still in the whole pandemic kind of thing. Uh, Over here in Canada, we're coming back into flu season, so this will be something new. um, with everything that has been going on this year. Anyway, we'll deal with it as it comes. Um, People, I I probably won't go into that much here. I spoke a little bit about it on my blog. Actually, this year I ended up writing a lot in my blog compared to previous years. I think one main reason was I was home. Second reason was I was I was honestly pretty frustrated for a good amount of the time. Looking back on it, it feels like I just vented so much, but it helped with writing, um, and it was a different kind of outlet for me. I'm happy I was able to write in the blog as often as I did. Um, Even if it wasn't as often, it was just huge posts, like so lengthy. um, but anyway, I think now I'm trying to, I don't know, reflect on myself and also kind of gain a better control of my emotions, things like that. Just kind of be a little bit more calmer than I have been throughout this year. Um, but in terms of recording videos, I think the last stuff I recorded was in June, like middle of June. The stuff before that, so I've only uploaded up to the end of January, the stuff that I had recorded. After that, I think I had recorded some stuff in March, maybe like three videos. Maybe it's just one episode. I can't even remember. But I'm hoping that before the end of this year, all of those videos, the stuff from June, and whatever I record today, I'm hoping that I upload everything up to YouTube before 2021. We'll see how it goes. Um, by the time this one gets uploaded, I mean, it won't be so long between the videos from June. So in June, you'll see me with like huge beard. Uh, I had my hair kind of tied back with a bandana. Um, but today, I just wanted to kind of show it a little bit, see how I'm still growing it out. I'm still gonna keep growing it out. I mean, I might as well. It seems like it's kind of reached like a terminal velocity, like a plateau in terms of growing. Doesn't feel like it's getting any longer, but anyway, you saw it. I'm not gonna tie it up with a bandana today. I'm just gonna use my handy dandy hairband, or like in Sri Lanka, you call it Alice band. um, Sometimes I tie the hair back, but you know what, today I'll just leave it. Um, but in those videos in June, I still had my beard like grown out. I hadn't trimmed it since we had essentially gone into lockdown in mid-March. So from mid-March to June, it was a good couple months. I just let it grow. I was in the house anyway. But then towards the end of June, I had to kind of, like, I got a small gig, nursing gig. So I did that for a little bit. Um, I wrote about that in the blog. I won't really talk about it here. But it it was only a couple of days. But because of that, because I had to go wear mask, wear all the PPE, it was really hot, everything, middle of summer. So I trimmed down the beard. Now I'm back in school. We're in our fall semester. Um, Even though everything is on Zoom, online, right? I still have one day of clinical placement this semester, so I'm going for that. And because of that, like I keep my beard trimmed. it's grown out a bit, but next week is our reading week, so I figured maybe towards the end of next week I'll just trim it up again. It helps when I'm wearing the mask and everything. It's just the regular mask, not the N95 stuff. As students, we don't really go into droplet precaution rooms. Um, there's some kind of limitations to what we can do, but it's a lot to go into. Anyway, what I wanted to do was kind of just get back into recording a few videos. As you can kind of see, it's a little bit not cloudy, but it's not as bright as I would like it to be. It's like just after 12 in the afternoon, so we'll see. I thought there would be a little bit more light as I recorded these. I still haven't set up those lights that I bought. But as we get into winter, who knows, maybe I might get those out, because it would be nice if I record a little bit more and upload them, not just record them and leave them on the computer. I hadn't been buying that many Funko Pops recently, and then I didn't have like much of anything to unbox. But back in, when was it? I think July, essentially, yeah, July, I kind of ordered 8 pops. A few of them came, so I'm gonna be unboxing them today. We've got maybe a couple, I don't know if you can kind of see, yeah, there's these boxes, there's one underneath. Oh, ah, they're not that heavy. I just don't want them all falling down like a tower of Jenga blocks or something. So I thought I'd unbox those. I think maybe 6 or 7 of them from that set of 8 that I ordered have come. There's also 1 or 2 from Amazon, I think, that came. So so it kind of seems like I've fallen off the wagon, and I'm splurging again on pops, which I thought I wouldn't do, because you know, the whole thing with drawing and giving my the need for collecting things from my fandoms, trying to satisfy that need through drawing and creating stuff on my own. I kind of fell off that wagon a little bit. But they had, like, you know, recently they had what was it, the London Toy Fair 2020. They had a good amount of pops that they released for that, and it wasn't like there were a few that I would have liked to have gotten. I think I just ordered 1 from that set. Actually, no, I think a couple of the My Hero Academia ones. I have to double check. It's been, because those were announced and they were released in the summer, so it's been a couple months. Sorry. Now they're just starting to release the New York Comic Con 2020 pops. So I've been like so tempted to order. You know what? I'm gonna show. I'll try and do it here. The difference between what gets released in the States, like in America, and in Canada. I don't know if I can do them kind of on the same screen, but you can just see, like, in the States, for the New York Comic Con release of exclusive pops, the different retailers and how many they have available to them. And then in Canada, we have so few, right? Even from this few, I'll try and I don't have it on my computer screen right now, but there was one from EB Games, Kaguya. She's from Naruto, like she was like the all-powerful kind of thing towards the end of Naruto. And she was an exclusive, so I thought I'd get that one. But yesterday, so they were supposed to release it on EB Games. I got an email, I checked the website, and the email was like, oh, it's being released today, right? And they have a couple, maybe 3 or 4 exclusives from this con. So I checked, and everything is like out of stock immediately. And this was at like about 7:30 in the morning yesterday, the day of the release. The stores don't even open until about 11, like the physical retail stores. I didn't go yesterday. I had some Zoom classes. And then, you know what, I thought if I can't order it online, maybe it's not meant to be, because I've already spent quite a bit on these ones. And it's all space, right? And even though she's like a huge powerful character in Naruto, she's not that pretty character or figure wise. My parents would they probably call it like the Yaksamune in our language. It looks like a a devil face kind of thing. But I thought, okay, so even if I don't get that one, I'm alright. They have one that will be released through Toys R Us, which is like a Stitch baker, Stitch as baker kind of thing, like just him with a little cake. Looks cute. I thought I'd get him, but when I checked the Toys R Us website, they still haven't released the ones from this con. So I don't know, maybe I'll check it over the weekend if it's not online, and if there's too much hassle with the shipping, like some things you have to order minimum of like $35 before tax to get free shipping, and then if the pop is about 20, I don't know, it just makes me end up spending more. There was something from the ones that are being released in the States. There's one from Box Lunch. It's Carl and Ellie from the Pixar Up. You know that one? Like, they're so cute. But it's them. It's like a movie moment kind of thing where they were painting the mailbox. And it was really cute. I thought that would be a nice one to get. But I can't get the Box Lunch ones from the States. Like, it's the shipping, it doesn't make it worth it. So I thought, you know what, it's alright. I mentioned it to one of my friends who is in the States, and then she said that if she sees it, she'll get it for me, but I doubt, like I told her, don't go out of her way to get it, and I doubt they'd have it really much in the stores because it's exclusive to Box Lunch. But I might end up still drawing that scene because it's a nice scene. Since we were just on that whole topic about me not getting pops, other than these ones, there was one set from Hot Topic, and this was around July. I just have a screenshot of it on my computer. I'll post it up here as well if I can. So there's Jiraiya on a toad. He's from Naruto. It's like Naruto's mentor. Because they released Tsunade and Orochimaru, just regular pops. But Jiraiya, this one was a Hot Topic exclusive. So they had that. They had Kurama with the Susanoo armor. And he's like a 6-inch one. I have 2 Kurama pops, the regular one and the glow-in-the-dark one. But this one, I thought, oh, if they had it at Hot Topic. So I was so excited that one day in July, I added these to my cart. And then I was like, oh, so there was a Winnie the Pooh, the Diamond Collection, Santa suit kind of one. And there was a Lilo and Stitch, so Stitch with Scrump. So I added all of those to my cart. I was ready to check out because they said that they were all available, right? Um, a couple of the Jiraiya one and the Kurama, I think they were on back order. But when I went to check out, a message comes up and says, "Oh, it doesn't ship out of the states, out of the like the contingent United States." And I was like, I was pretty bummed because these were pops that I wouldn't have minded paying the like the difference between US and Canadian dollars, because when you order from the Hot Topic website, it charges in US, and then by the time it goes through my bank, with the exchange rate, it feels like I've spent more, and also with the shipping. And I mean, I've ordered from them twice, and I have no qualms about their shipping. Like they do it well, and I feel it's justified how they charge for the shipping because the pops come perfectly protected. They're like in a box in a box. It's good. I like it. Um, but I was just bummed that even though I was willing to uh, go that kind of extra mile to get these pops, I just couldn't just because they don't send it to Canada. My screen went to sleep, so it seems like this is another long video. But you know what? Um, before we get to the pops, um, I'm not. I'm gonna put this in with season 2 of the unboxing videos, the ones in from June with the huge beard and everything. Um, but just before we get to that, I'll talk about one more little thing. Um, I had been trying to draw, this year. I drew quite more often than I have, and I've just got 2 things that I drew, the last 2 things from August. So one of them, this one was earlier, it's just 2 sharks. Um, it's kind of, you get the glare from the sheet protectors, but I'll try and put a picture of it here in the screen. And I basically just use color pencils. I wanted to do some animals, like a series of animals, because I had mainly been doing anime or Disney characters. So I thought I'd do like some kind of real life animals and stuff. There were some sharks, some rhinos, elephants, leopards, things that I had come across on Instagram because I follow those accounts like National Geographic and stuff, and I thought those would make great things to practice drawing, right? So anyway, this one, I did that one. I liked how they had like the sunbeams kind of going through the water, so I tried to capture that. This was fun. And last one I did was Kakashi. So this one was also kind of based on a figure that I have. I posted a photo on Instagram. I'll put that here too, just so you see how this is kind of like with the photo. I'll just hold it here. We'll put the other photo somewhere here. But I used like the alcohol markers for him in the foreground, and then I used like those watercolor pencils just to kind of do the sky in the background. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll get around to drawing that much for the rest of this year. Sorry. Just because it's getting a little bit busy with school and everything. And I kind of, like, I started this one blog post to wrap up the summer towards the end of August, but it's still like a draft. It's still there. Haven't gotten around to finishing it, so I'm hoping this coming week, even though it's reading week, I've got quite a few assignments and things to get ready for school the following week, but hopefully I'll be able to fit a few things in amidst all of that. And maybe after that one blog post, I'll do one more to kind of wrap up the year. And I'm not sure if next year I'll write as often in the blog, just because I kind of want to try writing this like a, not really a story, but yeah, it's a story. It's this thing I started around, I think June. Yeah, in June I wrote maybe 2 pages for like a intro, preface. I haven't read a book in so long. I used to read maybe before I turned 16, before we had come to Canada. I read a lot, and I think after we came to Canada I didn't read as often. I still bought books like from my just personal library collection kind of thing, but I haven't read as much as I could have. But the whole thing about writing, I like it, and I'd like to build on that. So maybe next year I might try and see if I can write that story. That might be like a little goal for me. Try and write that story and kind of, or at least get it started pretty consistently, like, because the story in my head, I still don't have like an ending for it, so I don't know how long it's gonna be. It might turn into a kind of thing for like a manga, or no, I don't know. They might make it into an anime or a TV series. Who knows? No, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, I think what we'll do is 20. Yeah, how about we call this part 1 of the video, like we've always done, and in the next part we'll get into the unboxing. Yeah, okay, so I'll be back and stay tuned.